Back now with a story about the homeless population in Hampton Roads. People who've lived on the streets for a long period of time and are described as chronically homeless.
And 10 on your side's Jen Lewis spent some time with a group of people who live unconventionally because they say life threw them a curveball, leaving them without the means to keep a roof over their heads.
Thousands of people drive by every day and have no idea. The big box store parking lot on Battlefield Boulevard near I-64 is home to many who live in their cars. They call themselves the Hidden.
Usually we have about 15 to 20 people that are sleeping in their cars. Sometimes it's families, sometimes it's husband and wife.
The city of Chesapeake and the police department are aware. They work to connect them with resources and provide security.
Just because they are in the margins of society does not mean that they're not entitled to protections.
Tough life circumstances are what often force people to live in their vehicle. Eviction, divorce, poor health, and job loss are just some of the reasons. Most we encountered, though, are working hard to change their circumstances.
I'm working 2 jobs and trying to put a child through college, and I just can't make ends meet.
Few people know this woman lives with her elderly father and all they own packed into a small SUV. Things like showering for work and using the restroom are a challenge.
It's a good thing since we're right here, you know, we go to the bathroom at stores during the day when I'm not at work, you know, on weekends.
Miss Mary's health is failing. She's battling cancer. She lives alone in her van and has for almost a year. Right now, Miss Mary is in a bad spot.
Well, you can't pay your bills and pay rent and all that too. I didn't have it.
She says her relatives are well aware of her living conditions.
Family's supposed to stick together or something, and they're not willing to help that much.
Ms. Mary is working toward getting an affordable place to live with Virginia Supportive Housing. She's on a long waiting list. James is a retired Norfolk police officer. He spent 39 years serving our community. Now he's trying to scrape together enough money for a place to call home.
I had a chance in April to get a place, but I didn't have any money. All my money, what I get from retirement and Social Security, was gone, and I had to pay bills.
Bills and an unjust eviction are what landed Marie and her dog in her car. She was able to work her way out in 3 months.
I had 3 jobs, so that allowed me to get a little bit more financially stable to be able to start paying off my eviction fee and then slowly start paying my rent back. And I did end up getting back into my apartment. It was just hard.
Marie told no one, not her family, not her friends or co-workers. She was just too embarrassed. That experience taught her a lot.
I learned that I can handle anything. I can be independent. If something was to happen, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Just you have to work hard for it, and it's usually worth it in the end.
There are an estimated 1,200 chronically homeless in Southampton Roads. That number is just a snapshot of a count on one night and does not include those living in their cars. They often go unnoticed, ignored, left alone, and hidden. What can we do to help? Support organizations like the Chesapeake Homeless Parking Lot Ministry. They provide resources to the homeless, volunteer opportunities, and education on how to assist people like Jim, Miss Mary, and Marie. For a link, look for this story at wavy.com. Jen Lewis, 10 on your side.